Hello, my friends, and welcome back. It is Tuesday, June 14th, 2022. 14. It's divisible by 2. Well, I mean, everything's divisible by 2, but then you get halves left over. It's very complicated. I'm the drunk pokeroo. 'Tis beer time. My buddy Paulie G coming through again in the clutch. He did give me more than just IPAs, but you know me and IPAs, I get a little distracted. So it was like, what are we going to drink today? We already brought out your IPA glass, so we're having an IPA from Badlands Brewing. End of April comes Ontario IPA, 6.5%. Ontario, an IPA made with all Ontario ingredients. Malt from Barnow Malt in Belleville. Chinook, Centennial, Columbus, and Cascade from VQH Farms in Eden, Ontario. The house yeast, water from their well. Notes of citrus, pine, pink grapefruit, Ontario. As soon as I read those hops, I'm like, Chinook, Centennial, Columbus, and Cascade. Yelp. Yelp. It's gonna be like a Badlands kind of east-west coasty, I think. I don't even care. I like that they do all Ontario. They support local. Like, you gotta buy local too, right? It smells like an IPA. What does that mean? What are you talking? Who am I talking to over here? But I don't know. I just always look over here. I'm just like, hey, what's going on? This way's harder. I don't know. I look to the left all the time. To the left. Everything I own in a box to the left. Let's go. Cheers, my friends. Thank you, Paulie. You're keeping me going here, buddy. Cheers. Absolutely no surprise to anyone. It's very, very good. Like Chinook, Centennial, Columbus, and Cascade, the 4Cs. These are all classic hops, I would think. Like, you really, old school hops. Kind of a new school type beer, because it does have that kind of smoother body, but definitely you are getting a ton of citrus pith, grapefruit, orange. I take a little peach in there. Definitely getting the pine. The pine on the back is delightful. It's got a nice bitterness to it, but again, in the body that you're working with here, it does tend to soften it a little bit, so it makes it a little bit more approachable. You know what I mean? I think that's the rise of Nipas. Is it not the rise of Nipas because people like the softer approach? But hopefully that means they explore more, right? You only get caught just drinking one kind of beer, like just drink IPAs all the time. But even drinking IPAs all the time, they're not all the same. Even West Coast IPAs are not all the same. That's the joy. But you really want to expand your palate, right? Like, you got to try the sours and stuff. Try stuff maybe you're not so sure of. Maybe you haven't had one in a while, right? Or just be like me and drink a lot of IPAs. I do dig Badlands beer. They make really good beer. So here's the thing, right? There's certain breweries that have this cachet, this kind of magical mystery about them, because they're not close to home, right? And they tend to make these hazy IPAs and pastry stouts and stuff. So getting them, when you get them, it's awesome because it's such a treat, right? Like, I have my go-to beers that I love to death, and I drink, Headstock all the time, or Good Monster all the time. But it's nice to get something from, a little farther away, and something that's, a little more unique, because it's different, because it's not from the 5 or 6 breweries that I tend to go to all the time. So I really appreciate that, Paulie. He's always taking care of me when it comes to Badlands. I don't think I've had a Badlands beer in the last 3 years that didn't come from Paul's kind generosity. So I hope you have friends like Paul, because having a friend like Paul makes my life so much more interesting. Yeah, it's a good day. So let's have a good day. I hope you guys have a good day. Poke loves you. Just take it easy, okay? There's a lot going on right now. So let's just be steady. Have a couple beers, put some tunes on, and relax. Cheers. Like, I could drink Badlands beer every day. I'd be like, cool. Like, not a problem. Not at all. Please, sign me up.